So when you finished a headline, you can trigger it again. And even though the breaks aren't that musical, not in time, it gives it a sense of urgency and sort of drama, which is great because it's quite random. So, and there's little tags that go on the end of that. So they do a headline, talk like this over the headline, and then there'd be a tag on the end. So there's lots of little elements. And so, we put that idea together, and then we were putting the tracks down for the news channel, which used to be News 24. And then at the end of the afternoon, they said, we need this, one more thing. We just need this like minute countdown that we're going to use at the top of the hour, which we use as a sort of device to get us back to zero again. So if they're underrunning, they can play a minute's worth, and if they're overrunning, they can play 5 seconds or whatever. So it's a thing to always get back to the top of the hour, you know. So they got some graphics to go with it, and they said it's just going to be like a clock counting down to zero. Can you do a piece of music that's a build-up, you know, to getting to zero that we can fade in at any time? So I thought, okay, all right, and I thought, okay, go, you go off and have a cup of tea, and I'll see what I can come up with. And so I just literally put a groove down like this on a loop of sort of electronic samples going on, and then built up a series of chords that take you right up to the top of the hour, but everything works under that one single note with the pick. So the pick stays the same, but the chords build up underneath it, you know, which is always a really nice effect. And so that was the sort of countdown. And it started, you know, it wasn't really a big thing when I did it. It was just another part of the package. But now, of course, that's become the sort of iconic part of the whole thing, which is I've done lots of different versions over time, and each one's have got a bit more sophisticated, and started adding more sort of melody to it. So it's the same chords as the very original, but just arranged and produced over the years.
I was going to mention, because of course it has evolved over the years, how often are you kind of called back to progress it?
I think we've done it, I think it's about 5 times, I think, over the years, maybe, or even more possibly. The last one was in 2013, which was, so that's probably the longest that this one's been on